Hey, good morning everyone, and welcome to the PivotBoss pre-market video for Friday, August 10th, 2018. I'm Frank Ochoa, aka PivotBoss. Happy Friday everyone. Here's a look at the ES. We've seen a little bit of a down move here over the last session plus. We've broken back below the previous month's high price. That's the blue line right here, basically 28.50, 28.49s. That's why we were looking at 28.50 yesterday as the key level. We knew that 3 days above that zone, if it starts to break below, that auction's price is as low as 27.91, but more than likely at least back toward the previous month's close price at around 28.25. So right now we're seeing that little move materialize. I will note though the uptrend is much stronger than this little counter trend move. We obviously have this lower line here which has been in play. We know that this market may be at the upper edge and may need to come down a little bit at some point, but this market has been very, very strong, and at some point we will come down. But even this type of pullback and the way that price is sitting on that 27.90 right now after taking it bid, again, this pulling back into the 8 period and 21 period trigger zone, all of that looks like bulls may come in to defend for another round of strength, especially if price can hold that previous month's close. So if you're short this or thinking of shorting this, just know that this is a counter trend move, and be looking to take what the market gives you, because this market could turn right back around very quickly and squeeze very strongly. So this could be a short-lived move, and then from here we could be looking at some sort of rejection that leads us to another round of strength, perhaps toward 2900. So again, very strong market, short-term counter trend move. Take what the market gives you and look to defend a major pullback to support in the longer term. Looking at the NQ, very similar analysis. You can copy and paste it. For the most part, we've been trending up, very clear upward trending channel here and here. We're currently holding 3-day highs, haven't quite gotten the previous high here. Just now breaking below 74.40, but isn't really seeing the push through that level that you would expect. Instead, if you look at the intraday time frame right now, prices have dropped in overnight trading and are consolidating just below the 74.50 level. So if there's a pop back above 74.50, there could be some sort of intraday rally back towards, say, 74.60, 74.80, somewhere in that zone. So again, this is not the strongest rejection and sell-off that we're seeing right now, and it's happening in the face of an upward trend. So again, could be a short-term move down followed by the potential for bulls to defend. Alright, taking a look at crude oil. This one looks much more actionable for today. We are currently in a price discovery phase to the upside above R3 on the PivotBoss bands. On the intraday time frame, we are now approaching the 64.41 previous session's high. That is that level there. We're holding at the 66.30 support level, which has been very, very strong. And we're starting the day with a major rejection of the previous session's low price. That right there suggests that we could be on the verge of seeing a stop run day up. If so, you can measure 67.41 down to the today's low of 66.14. Take that measurement and then double it to the upside, and you should be able to get somewhere around 68.75 or so as a target. 68.50, wherever that target is, could be your stop run target today if prices can push through 67.40 and find acceptance. Alright, lastly, let's take a look at Bitcoin. We're holding at major support at Bitcoin right at around 6,000. We talked about 6,000 being a major area of support, and anytime price gets below 6,000, it's usually a one-day buying opportunity. Doesn't spend much time below there. We recently got to 61.10. That's close enough for a lot of bulls to come in to defend, and that's what's happening. Really above 6,700 is where this thing could squeeze back to 81.76 to 85. But when price gets down here, it tends to hold for 5 or 6 days before it bounces. So it could see a little bit more sideways action. But for the most part, this is a major area of support. A bounce. I wouldn't overshoot the bounce again, just like last time. I wouldn't even probably consider 8,500. This time I may see 8,000 as a good target, maybe 81.76 value at the most. But for the most part here, a bounce could get you back to 8,000. So talking, 64.75 to 8K, not a bad deal if this thing can get going here pretty soon. All right, that is it for now. Let's see how this plays out heading into the rest of the session. Good luck, trade well, and happy Friday.